Coming back to you, Asha Fox, now that we have a better understanding of the Hustlers Fund, let's now talk about what else is trending online. And let's talk about this super CS, quote unquote, that is Tread CS Moses Kuria, who has been making headlines. On Saturday, we saw him give an ultimatum, to our farmers, the maize farmers, and now he's talking about AFCON. What exactly are Kenyans saying about it?
Guys are just wondering why Moses Kuria is he overstepping? Is he getting into too many dockets? Some guys are just asking him to focus on his ministry, trade, Waziri or overworking is what guys are talking about. So yesterday he had made some comments, or rather just mentioned that the EAC nations will jointly build to host the AFCON in 2027. So guys were telling him that, this information should have come from Ababu Namwamba. But just to fact check a bit, this is not the first time. He was actually just reiterating something that had been said back in October. But guys, of course, took issue with it. We've seen him talk about GMO, and guys were not happy about his comments then. And it's been in the limelight, I think, for 3 weeks running now, that he's just been talking about this different things and different dockets that have been going on. And guys are wondering what other docket is he going to step into. For the AFCON bit specifically that he talked about, and guys were saying that, the info should have come from Ababu Namwamba. This was actually mentioned back in October. He was just reiterating that. And, this is a bid that has been put out, and some of the things that guys are wondering is, why is Kenya putting in a joint bid? Why is the information coming from Moses Kuria? I think he was also speaking on it from a trade-based perspective. And then the other thing that people should know is that, East Africa community is not the only country or other countries bidding for the AFCON as a bloc. We also have Botswana and Namibia have also bidded for the same, and we're waiting to see what happens. We've lost certain bids for the continental games in previous times due to political situations and general unpreparedness of the country. So yes, just wondering what Moses Kuria will say next.
All right, speaking of football, of course, it is the World Cup season. I don't know, who are you supporting? I know we're in Group F, if I'm not wrong. But also, even as you tell us briefly, talk to us about the fact that football legend Pelé is in hospital, briefly.
Yes, so Brazilian football legend Pelé, I'm sure Ashley you didn't see him play. This is one of the greatest footballers of the 20th century. Took Brazil through to the World Cup in 3 matches back in the 20th century, 1950s to 1970s. He's unwell. Yesterday there was a star online about his health, and there was a lot of worry around that. And his daughter came out to specify that, he's just gone for a checkup and to regulate his medications. He's been suffering from colon cancer, and he had the tumor removed last year in September. But, yesterday there were some complications, and he had to go to hospital to regularize some of his medication. And we wish him all the best. We wish him good health and that he may get better. And of course, it has also come up as a concern because, being one of the football legends and with World Cup going on, guys are concerned about his health as well. But just on to the World Cup very briefly. The Lions of Teranga are still trending. There's a team, Senegal, that is the only African team to have made it through to the round of 16. And then yesterday, Tunisia also showed up France, in their game, beating them 1-0. And so those are some of the things. And I think we'll get more details on the World Cup in the later shows to come in.
All right, thank you so much, Asha Fox, for that. And that's all we had for you here on News Diary. I'm Ashley Mazuri. I'll see you at 1 p.m. Up next is Business Cafe with Kelvin Yakundi.